Hi guys, this is Banches, and welcome to Transport Fever. So sit back and relax and enjoy this episode. And if you guys enjoy this episode, smash that like button down below and subscribe to my channel. So today we are going to be changing it up. We are going to be starting a new series, and we are starting Transport Fever. This is probably one of my favorite games out there. I've played hours and hours on this game, and I really enjoy the strategy behind it of, building networks and then trying to make lines profitable to build a pretty large, I'd say, railroad/transportation empire. So I really do enjoy this game. I hope you guys do enjoy this too. In addition, Transport Fever 2 has just been released, and it will be coming out in Q4 of 2019. So I feel like this is probably a good start for our channel to get into Transport Fever before Transport Fever 2 comes out, and then we can see the differences in these two games. So what we've done is we are going to be playing on a custom map. This is the map that we've selected, and we have a few assets and mods that we will be using in here. I've kind of gone through already and selected them all. The best, I think, or the most notable mod that we will be using is this Natural Environment Professional. You'll see, if you guys have played Transport Fever, this has definitely changed the whole entire atmosphere of the game, and it really brings out the realism of the game. So we are going to be using that in our game going forward, and I really think it will bring out some nice features for you guys to see, some really cinematic views, and we are going to get ahead and start building our empire here. So I will be back with you guys as soon as this is loaded. Okay guys, welcome to the map of Anna Maria. We are now have to look around and select where we kind of want to start the first couple lines and really get our networks kind of built out. When I was looking, I did look at this a little earlier just to try to get an idea. And I think what we're going to be doing is putting in a line between Concord and I think going to Somerville. We're going to do some transportation lines going between these two, and then also getting a food line coming down in through here to get kind of the growth of these cities going forward. Like I mentioned also in the intro, so that environment mod, you can really see how it really does bring out a lot of the natural looks of real life. And as you zoom in, you really get a pretty realistic, I feel like, feeling for these cities, and that's kind of what we want, and we want to see that going forward. So this will definitely help us and definitely make our cities look pretty nice as they go through the ages, basically. But to start, we need to start making these lines. So typically what I would do to start is I would put in a railroad going from, say, like this side to here. So we can do that. There's different strategies to start the games depending on what level of difficulty you're on. We're on easy just to make this a little bit more enjoyable of a series to play. But if you're on hard, I would definitely not recommend putting in a rail line to connect these two to start. I would probably recommend just doing passengers, freight cars and stuff like that. You know what? That's what we are going to do. We're going to do that to start this. Change this up a little bit from, say, what I would normally do. But so basically what we're going to be doing here is let's rotate this in. You guys will see what I mean by this. And I definitely think this is a good strategy to use kind of in any game starting for Transport Fever. So if we go here, take now another one, and we're going to place this here too. Okay, so now we have two places where buses and wagons can actually come to bring people. Now what we need to do is we need to basically bring those into the town, and we'll go over to this side here. And we have to fill out this town also with enough bus stops. Okay. Okay. So there we go. So we have now these bus stops in here. We're going to take this, put this depot in right here. Okay, and we're going to put another depot in on this side. Okay. And to start this, the first thing we do is we're going to buy, let's say, one wagon here. We're going to set the line. Okay, new line. So this line is going to be the inner city line for, say, here, right? Okay, so that means one wagon's going to go around here, pick up the demand for everyone in this city. Go over here now, and we'll do the exact same thing. We'll buy one wagon, right? Set new line, and we will one here, and we'll just do the same exact kind of rotation going around. Okay, so that will start getting some people into these areas. Now what we need to do to actually get higher demand for this is connect these two cities together. The best way to do that is you take one of these carriages, right? Select a line, new line. What we're going to do is connect these two cities together like this. Okay. So obviously it's going to be a pretty long trip to go between these, but what it's going to do is we only have one wagon right now currently in each city set up. So this will allow basically demand to grow, and as demand grows, we can then start purchasing more wagons. And as we purchase, or I should say coaches, I think that's what they're actually properly called. Yeah, carriages. So we'll purchase more carriages as the demand grows in between these cities, and we'll get the traffic to really increase. The reason why you want to do this strategy probably starting is because it's cheap. You're not going to be having a lot of overhead to get, you know, the trains, the rail lines, the stations, and everything really set up. Using this strategy definitely is the cost-effective way, and people still will travel. Like, you'll see the demand eventually pick up for this, and that's kind of what we want. Including now we need to put a line in between these two. So this is actually a pretty long distance. I definitely wouldn't recommend this distance. I would say probably 4 carriages. Yeah, we might do a train for this one, and then put carriages from this depot to each one of the cities. Yeah, we are going to do that. Okay, so let's get this situated with a train station. I really, like I said, I would prefer not to, but say if this was like here, I would say, then it would make sense for it. The distance would be way closer. This is just, I think, a little far for the wagons to travel. So yeah, we're not gonna do that in this version. So let's see here now. Now I gotta see. The hard part is I'm not sure where the fields are for the farm. Okay, we're gonna place this right here. So it's gonna be a single-sided end station, right? Placing this here. We'll have the train come down here, and we'll have it come over here. So if we take this now, we are going to we're only going to use one platform currently. We'll eventually upgrade this to 2. But for right now, we're going to keep it as 1. And we're now going to take the lines, and let's connect this up together. So we drag this out here like that. Cross over here. And now this is going to just keep going all the way up. Ooh. We got to be careful about terrain too. Okay. There we go. All right, so now we've connected this up. So we have one freight line coming down here. That is perfect. That's what I want. Now what we're going to do is we have to, before we even get the trains up and running on here, let's actually pause this so we stop spending money on the upkeep for all this. We're going to have to put now, go here. Okay, so we're going to have to put a freight depot in. This is basically going to allow the wagons to carry goods back and forth between our 2 cities that we've set up already aligned for passengers. So what we can do, go here. We are going to go here to here, and let's look at the layers that we have. So how and where is our demand in our city? Oh, I think it's up here. Nope. Where is it? Maybe here? Yeah, here. All right. So we have some industrial stuff right in this area with some commercial also. Then obviously our residential is more back here. So the best place to probably place this, I would say, needs to be in a good location going forward. That's not super, super expensive. Let's see here. What do we do? I only want to delete one building if I can. That's so expensive. We're not going to do that. We're only looking to maybe max 200. You know what we might do? Let's see here. Could we place it in here? How much would this cost to place it? We gotta delete 5 buildings. Alright, we're gonna place this in here. This will delete out, where was that? 4 buildings. Okay, I can handle that. Alright, so now this is gonna have a bunch of area for food demand coming into here. And let's shoot over to this city. You can see it's a lot smaller of a city currently. But we need to do the same thing with cargo. So let's turn this around and let's see, where can we put this? We could put this also right here. We'll do that. We'll place this right here. All right, so we got these placed. That's good. Now we just need to get some demand flowing between these two cities. So let's get the road. We're gonna turn this. I'm hoping actually, I want to see one thing. All right, that does have, that has demand, is connected to it. Let's get this. Okay. And we have to buy some wagons. So let's go buy 1 wagon and we're going to make a new line. We're going to take this, bring it to here. And then we're going to get 1 more wagon. We're going to go from, say, here to there. Okay, so those are connected. Now, the last part we need to do is get this train up and running. So what I think for this, we put just say, we'll put a yard right here. So we're going to be transporting grain and cows, it looks like, or some kind of animals back down here. Cattle, probably, yeah. So we need 1 of these trains. Like I said, I really hate using these, but I'm going to have to for this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go 1, 2. Let's see. Is that enough? How big are these stations? 160 meters into feet. Ooh. It should be okay. Let me do a quick calculation. Okay, so this amount of meters is about 500 and I think it was 24 feet. So yeah, 524 feet. So we are okay with a train this size. Let's get just I want to do a few more. Let's go buy trains. Okay, so we're out of money. I really don't want to have to borrow, obviously, this early, but let's borrow 500 more. Actually, let's borrow 1 million more. We're going to go 1, 2. So that will get definitely, I think, enough demand, hopefully, flowing from these 2 areas. We'll see how this works. Hopefully, this works out well. That's going to be the first station, and the last one is going to be up there. Perfect. So hopefully, that will be a profitable line. And we are going to play. Let's repay. So now we are definitely going to go into the red here, just because these lines are starting to operate. There's not much profit, I would say, but hopefully we can get some kind of demand coming through. You can already see here we have some people coming to our main stations to get transported back and forth between these 2 towns. So that's definitely, I'd say, a good solid start to what we are trying to shoot for here. And yeah. Definitely a pretty cool little town. You got it right on the lake here. Yeah, we're still in the 1850s, so everything's pretty new. Locomotives and trains, transportation is a new thing. So it's not going to be used currently, like I said, for passengers. We'll have to wait a few years, probably till the 1890s, I would think. Just so the trains will be more quicker and be able to carry more. As you can see right here, even this is the train we just bought. And it is pretty slow starting out. But yeah, I'm hoping this will be the best bet for our food transportation to bring to our cities. So we'll just have to see how this goes. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit to get up there. There is already some demand. That is awesome. That's exactly what I want to see. We might have to double up here on trains eventually, but for right now, there's not that much demand for things. So we just have to wait for this train to get there and kind of really get everything situated. So I'll be back with you guys in a couple of minutes once this kind of runs a little bit. Okay, guys. So we've had the train pick up its first load over here of grain and cattle, and it's good. It's definitely going to be hopefully a good run. I think though what we're going to want to do is kind of double up these tracks here and get another locomotive on this line. It's just not going to be that quick the way it currently is running, and if we can get a bigger, more quick flow here of trains coming back and forth, it might be more profitable because then we'll have these cars going back and forth here, bringing goods, which also will be making them more profitable too. So, like I said, let's start, and we're going to double up these tracks here. The good part about doubling up tracks, it's cheaper than the first time you lay down the first line of tracks. So, we're going to go like that. And now it's just kind of running these guys all the way up to where our station is, the second station. Let's keep going. Perfect. Oh, okay. Went a little too far there. Alright, so that's that. Let's put this over. And then, so now the one thing that we have to look at is how are these lines running back and forth between them. I'm sure they are running probably in, let's see here. Where's this train? Okay. So this is how the train's running currently. So what we want to do is to get the trains running on the opposite tracks. So we need to put this here, right? And this is the first station. So we're going to add another stop, just like that. And there you go. Now we've doubled up the lines. And you can see now the trains are going to run currently like this. If we zoom in here, I'm going to actually take this train, flip it around, have it go back into the station here. So doing that, it will just allow it to just pick up more and then shoot back down on the line. So that's definitely what we want to see. And then if you can see here, our production limit's getting up there. It says keep high production limit for the next 5 months and we'll upgrade. But that's what we really want to have happen. We really want this to upgrade so we can get more trains and more flow on here. So let's go buy one more. And we're going to go the same length as the other train we have here. Which if we open this line up and you go to here, vehicles. Okay, so we got 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have 2. There we go. Perfect. And we're going to use this then on that line also. So there we go. Now we have all these kind of situated. The one thing that we're missing is we need signals. So if we put a signal right here after this auto load, okay, this will prevent any trains from coming down onto these tracks if they're occupied by another train. So that is a good place to have this. We're also going to put signals here in the middle to also allow some trains to continue moving on these tracks while, you know, there's, say, another locomotive on the same side as it. And then we're going to put another one right there, and that will do it. That should do it for right now, getting the trains all situated. And yeah, hopefully this will continue to grow demand, and we will keep seeing more, more trains and stuff, and more production come out of this facility. One thing I want to do right now is add another carriage, and I want to add this carriage to the line that's going in between both the cities. Just trying to get some more people to get demand up, because if you have more people, say, on these lines, or more trains, I should say, and carriages, people are going to be more likely to take the lines because it's a quicker route. People in this game, the pedestrians, they take whatever's the quickest route to the destination they are looking to go to. So in this case, the quickest route for these guys will be this line going back and forth here, which that's what we are trying to make profitable. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit to make profitable, but hopefully in due time it will happen. And hopefully these trains will also be profitable and allow us to make a good amount of money going forward. So yeah, I'm going to let this run for a couple minutes, and as this runs, I'm going to just see if this becomes profitable or not, and I'll be back with you guys in a few minutes. Okay guys, so I am back. This is still running, nothing currently super profitable yet, but just to show you guys what I'm talking about with demand growing. So this city right here, you could see that there's some people starting to pile up here at these stations. As these people pile up at the stations, it's not going to be the best for our transportation. So to prevent that, all we got to do is keep adding one carriage, just slowly over time. And hopefully that then will help, bring more demand. So you can see here, bring out more carriages. They are traveling around. Like, for example, this carriage is almost full. This one is probably empty. Yep, it will pick up the one person that is here. And it will also pick up, now this will pick up the remaining people here. And this one will also do the same. So doing that, we can just definitely get more people flowing throughout this area and to the main hub to then travel back and forth between these. We also currently have our first food coming in. So you can see that's good. And it is being split between the two lines. So for that, we should probably get another wagon for each one of these lines just to help grow it. So we'll put one here, and let's buy another one, and we're gonna put that on that line. So there you go. So now we got some more of this food coming out, which is good. You can see here, this is the production limit here, pretty high currently. Our trains are flowing back and forth, and yeah, our food production is up high too, which is good. That's exactly what we want. Our train is currently still not carrying a full load, but that's fine. It will, it should fill up pretty soon, I would think. This train here, yeah, similar, same thing. So they're not running, I'd say, to their full efficiencies, but that is perfectly fine. We'll get that ironed out pretty quickly, I'd say. All right, so you can see this food here is starting to pile up. So let's get two more, and we'll add this to this line. We're gonna get two more, and we're adding it to now the other line. There we go. So we just got a couple more placed in here. That's exactly what we want. And now the food should start dwindling down, I'd say, a little bit. Yep, you can see it going down. Exactly what we want. Cool. So line 4, let's see, which one's line 4? That's the one that goes to the major city. So that one, let's put another 2 on there. There we go. Just because I know that demand's going to be higher going forward. And let's see how the transportation between these two cities are going. So we got a good amount of people starting to pile up here. So let's get some more wagons. Let's go one here. We're going to put this between. And let's go to here. How's this doing? Okay, 9. So this is also starting to pile up. So let's go 1. We're going to put that in between also. Perfect. And everything's starting to really pick up the pace. You can see, okay, we got some more people here. Got 10 here. All right, so I'm definitely going to have to put more wagons into here, coaches. Let's put these 2 around here. And how's this flowing over here, it looks? 1. We got none. All right, so this is fine still. It's just between the cities. So let's get 2 more. Let's do that. And how is this transportation between them going? 8. All right, so let's get 2 more also on this side. All right, so that's in. Good. And that should hopefully be decent for right now. Let's see. 10 still here. Got 9 here. Are these full? This one is not. Okay, good. How about this? No, it's not either. How many are here? 5. Okay, that will be filled. Yep, okay. So we might have to put... We'll do one more just for now. One more carriage in this city. And let's see how the food production's going. Okay, we're starting to pile up on 4. Alright, so let's get 4 pumping out more. Okay. Line 4. There we go. We got some more cargo going into here. Perfect. And that's what we want to see. It's all getting filled up pretty quickly. Perfect. Alright, cool. And how are these trains doing over here now? These trains. Okay. Still not the highest. How's this production? Alright, so it just got upgraded, this farm. So now that it got updated, it's going to start producing a lot more food, which then will start filling up these trains. If we go to probably our lines, you could see... Okay, so the trains are actually they are producing profits. And you could see here, all the food lines are profitable, and also our inner city passenger line is profitable too. So we are making money, which is good from what I can see. Also, like I said, mentioned earlier, having a train this early on, it can be kind of risky depending on where you're located and stuff like that. The reason why, just because these guys are so much cheaper to operate, wagons and carriages. So starting off so early, it's kind of almost worth it just to take these guys and have a lower cost compared to the train, where a train is super expensive to operate. And also, it's just sometimes not the best effectiveness. And currently, like, the carriages don't hold all that much food and materials. So just for that reason, it does make it kind of difficult to use a train this early on. But as you can see, we are being pretty profitable with these trains, and that's what we want. So we'll just have to keep an eye on this and keep seeing how this is going to function. Okay, so this is producing at its max, which this should upgrade then in the next couple months. Okay guys, so we are back and we have really expanded out and just kind of really upped these lines to keep passengers flowing back and forth and keeping all the goods flowing between the two towns we got set up here. If you look down here at the line manager that we have, you can see how profitable the lines have been, and they're doing very well. The trains here definitely could be doing a little bit better if we upgrade them to a quicker train, but for right now we're just going to keep this because there's no need to really upgrade that if we are making profit. And each year you can see here we've been averaging around $500,000 worth of profit taking in. So that is really good. That's exactly what we want to be seeing, and there's definitely a good amount of traffic flowing back and forth. So now to continue expansion, we are looking at moving over to the town over here, and what we want to be doing is setting up again another passenger line. So we will be doing the same exact kind of setup what we did in the previous town. Going into here, we'll take this and let's set this up. So we'll put this in. We need another depot, and then we also need now some bus stops. So let's go to here. We're going to put one out over here, one here, and we're going to put another one. We'll put this one right here. All right, and from here, we're going to get, once again, one wagon to start. And we are going to set this line up. Okay, so we are going to go, whoops, I messed that up. Let's add the stops in here, and there we go. So now we have a bunch of stops, and we can have this line starting with this. So now we'll have some demand starting here, and the next thing we need to do is get another vehicle. We are going to do a new line in between these two towns. So hopefully now we'll start seeing some demand increase between these towns, and we can get some extra passengers traveling back and forth. Okay, guys. So for today, I think we are going to end this episode. We've done a good amount. We've expanded two or into now three cities. We've connected up a passenger line that is very profitable, and also a railroad line to bring in goods and food to these two towns. We've just started on this third town, so we have currently some demand going back and forth for passenger lines, which this hopefully will keep increasing for future episodes. In the next episode, our goal is definitely to get a railroad set up for passenger lines back and forth between here. If we can do that, that will definitely help, increase some of the flow here. And you can see also it will cut down on some of, the lines that we have here traffic-wise. So that will definitely be a thing that we look into the next episode. And we'll also look to expand over here for the next episode too. So we definitely have a good amount of things coming up in the future, and I hope you guys definitely are excited for this series of Transport Fever. I'm definitely excited for it, and I'm excited to bring it to you guys. So yeah, if you guys did like this video, like normal, go down below, like and subscribe to my channel, and I'd really, really appreciate it. If you guys have any comments that you guys want to talk about, or have any suggestions going forward for expansion of our networks, please put them in the comments below. I love reading them, and I will definitely get back to you guys about what we are going to do going forward. But yeah, as always, once again, guys, my name is Banches, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later.